Do you know how daunting it is to create content from the scratch every single time? And again, as creatives, there are days that you're not exactly as productive or as creative as you would like to be. So, what do you do on these days? What do you do on days like this? And this is why today I'm going to be talking about a very powerful strategy that can help you maximize your content's reach without you having to create new materials all the time. And this is called content repurposing. Imagine you have just a single piece of content. And from this single piece, you can get out multiple and various valuable content that can be posted on different platforms. It sounds pretty great, right? Of course, I know it does. It's every creative's dream. And today, in this video, I'm going to be sharing how you can do content repurposing, how you can repurpose your content, a step by step approach to it, the best platforms to do this, and even how this strategy can help you boost your SEO efforts. So, you really do want to stick around. And of course, to my first time viewers, hello, my name is Tobiloba. I am a digital marketer, and right on this YouTube channel, I talk about everything that you really need to know about marketing, especially digital marketing. So, if this is the first time that you're coming across any of my videos, you're very much welcome. Please do well by subscribing to this channel and turning on the notification bell so you know when I drop a new video because you really do not want to miss out on any of my videos. I try my best to bring value, and I'm so sure that you're going to find this YouTube channel so valuable. So, enough talk and enough introduction. Let's get right into today's video. So, first things first, let us set the record straight. What exactly does it mean to repurpose content? I think it's pretty easy to understand, and I mean, it's a bit self explanatory, but not to worry, I am still going to explain it. Now, to repurpose content simply means to take an existing content, say an existing blog post, YouTube video, or even a podcast episode, and to adapt it to a new audience or even a new platform. Now, you are not creating something entirely new. You're not creating new content. What you're doing is that you're taking your own content that already exists and you are giving it a second life. For example, you already have a blog post and you need content for your Instagram, you need content for your LinkedIn. You can take that blog post and create other valuable content just from that blog post without you having to create something from the scratch. It is pretty cool. It is such a saver. It is so effective, and the benefits of doing this, they are so huge. I'm going to talk about them. Trust me to talk about them. Let's talk about the benefits of repurposing your content. First of all, repurposing your content actually increases the lifespan of that content. That blog post that you wrote months ago or even years ago, with a few tweaks here and there, it can still become very relevant today for your Instagram or even for your LinkedIn. So, no content is ever forgotten. You can always revisit your content and bring out multiple content from it. It increases the lifespan of your content when you repurpose them. Secondly, repurposing your content helps you to reach a newer audience. It helps you to reach a different range of audience. Now, different platforms have different types of audience and different users. And when you repurpose your content, when you adapt it to fit the audience of the platform that you want to post it on, you give yourself an opportunity to reach new audience. You give yourself an opportunity using the same content to reach a different and a wider range of people. Lastly, and I think quite a number of people miss out on this or are not really aware of this, but repurposing your content also helps improve your SEO. Yes, I said that right. I did not stutter. You didn't hear wrong. You heard right. Repurposing your content also helps to improve your SEO, and it does this by creating multiple entry points to your content on the internet. But not to worry, I'm going to talk about this much deeper later on in this video. Right now, let's talk about the best platforms for you to repurpose your content. Now that we know the value of repurposing content, we know that repurposing your content is so valuable. The benefits are huge. Where exactly do we repurpose content? I mean, I have an old content. I'd love to repurpose it. Where do I do this? How do I go about it? Let's talk about that. Now, say for example, you have a YouTube video. You can repurpose this YouTube video by creating short, engaging videos from this long form video for your Instagram or TikTok. Now, platforms like Instagram or TikTok, they really love short videos and it is very engaging for the audience to interact with. So if you have a long form video that you have created on YouTube, you can break it down and create short, engaging videos, say 30 seconds videos, 60 seconds videos from this long form video, and you can post them as Instagram reels or even as TikTok snippets. This way, you create a very engaging short video from this long YouTube video that you have, and you are able to reach an entirely new audience with the same content. You did not create a new content. You already have a long form YouTube video, engaging section, 30 seconds or 60 seconds, and you posted it on your Instagram reel or TikTok. And you got more engagement from an entirely new audience. Now, do not get it twisted. Because YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok are video platforms does not mean the same kind of audience exists on these social media platforms. They are entirely different audience. And by repurposing your content that you already have on YouTube, you are able to reach a new audience just by doing that. Another platform that can help you repurpose your content effectively is LinkedIn. Now, if you have a blog post, maybe you've written it some months ago, LinkedIn is the perfect place and platform to share insights from your blog post. You can tweak your blog post slightly in a way that it shows your professional expertise and also in a way that it suits the professional audience that we find on LinkedIn. So if you have a blog post that you've written some months ago, some years ago, and you feel it's still relevant and you can repurpose this, LinkedIn is the best place for you to do that. Just tweak it a little bit, write it in a way that it shows your expertise and also in a way that it is able to connect to the professional audience that we have on LinkedIn. LinkedIn is very professional and these are the kind of people that you find there. So just make sure that you repurpose your content in a way that it suits this audience. Now, if you've been following, one thing that I have been mentioning more consistently is the fact that when you are repurposing your content, you have to tweak it in a way that it suits the audience in the platform that you want to use this new repurposed content on. It's very important. So don't just take the blog post entirely and put it on LinkedIn. It might not work that way, or it will not work that way. Don't just take your long form video because it had 5,000 views on YouTube and you want to repurpose it and you just take that video, the 10 minutes video, and you post it on TikTok like that, or you post it on Instagram like that, it is going to flop. It will be a waste of time. But what you should do is that you should repurpose it in a way that it suits the audience in the new platform you want to use that content on. That is very important. And I would like that you take note of that whenever you're repurposing content. Another platform that you can use to repurpose your content are blogs. Now, say for example, you have a podcast, you're a podcast host, or you were a guest on any podcast, and you'd like to repurpose this content somewhere else. A perfect platform that you can use to repurpose this are blogs, Medium blogs, WordPress blogs, whatever blog that you know, it's a good platform. All you have to do is that you need to transcribe these podcasts, right? And when you transcribe it, you tweak it in a way that it is suitable to go on as a blog post. Very important, very easy. So if you have a podcast episode that is doing pretty well and you like to repurpose this content, I'd like you to think about the option or explore the option of using a blog post. Just transcribe the podcast episode and tweak it in a way that it is suitable to go out as a blog post. In all, I would really just advise that you should not be scared to explore all of these platforms. If you have a content that you feel like you like this content to reach a new audience, do not be scared to explore this all of these options, right? If you're scared to take a risk, I mean, you never would tell how well this new repurposed content is going to do. Now that we know the best platforms for repurposing content, I'd like to share some step-by-step approach on how you can repurpose your content. First of all, most importantly, identify high performing content. Now, it's very important that you maximize your energy and your time in the right places, right? Which is why it is so important that you identify high performing content, content that are high performers. For example, you have a YouTube channel and you have a YouTube video that has the highest views, highest comments, highest engagement. That's right there is a top performing content and is the type of content that you want to repurpose. You have a blog post, look for the article that has the most engagement, the most reads, the most comments, the most shares. That's right there is the type of content you want to repurpose. You have an Instagram channel, look for the Instagram post that has the most likes, most engagement, most shares. Same with TikTok. These are the kind of content that you should repurpose. They have high potential and you want to really harness that potential. Once you've identified your top performing content, it is so important to also select the right platform and the right format with which this repurposed content should be posted. Because if you take an original content in the original platform and duplicate it exactly the same way on a new platform, I can assure you that it is going to flop. If you have a YouTube video, top performer with about 10 million views, 5K comments, a lot of engagement, and you duplicate that 10 minutes YouTube video on Instagram or TikTok, I can assure you with everything in me that it is going to flop. So it is so important that you know the format that suits this new platform you want to repurpose on and stick to it. The third and final step I'm going to be sharing in repurposing your content is to make sure that you optimize your repurposed content for SEO and for engagement. Whenever you're repurposing content, always think of SEO and engagement. Make sure your content has relevant keywords. If it's a blog post you're trying to repurpose for LinkedIn, make sure it has relevant keywords, make sure it's high catching, make sure that it is really optimized. Always have it at the back of your mind that you need to optimize your repurposed content in a way that it is visible on this new platform you're going to be posting it on, and also in a way that it is engaging for your target audience to interact with. Earlier in this video, I briefly mentioned how repurposing your content can play a huge role in improving your SEO efforts. And I'd like to dwell a bit on that because one of the main benefits of repurposing your content that often goes unnoticed is the role that it can play in improving your SEO efforts. So I'm going to talk about that. One way that repurposing content actually helps increase your SEO efforts is that gives you an opportunity to create more backlinks. When you repurpose content on different platforms, what you're doing is that you are creating more backlinks to your website. And search engines recognize this from a place of authority. They see you as a thought leader, they see you as an authority in that field, in that market. And this can also help you increase your site search ranking. I mean, your SEO ranking. And every marketer loves this. I know I love this. So this is an easy way for you to get more ranking in your SEO just by repurposing content and by doing it right. Posing your content also gives you increased keywords and visibility. For every repurposed content that you have another chance to make use of relevant keywords. And the more keyword rich your content is, the more your SEO ranking and the better your SEO performance. So whenever you have a chance to repurpose your content, see it as another opportunity for you to make use of relevant keywords because you know that and you're aware that the more keyword rich your content is, the better your SEO performance. Ultimately, repurposing your content actually boosts your organic traffic. I bet you didn't know that. Or if you did, I'm telling you again, repurposing your content actually boosts your organic traffic. Before we wrap up this video, I'd just like to share with you some additional tips that can help you when you're repurposing your content. First, use tools that can help you streamline your repurposing. If you're looking to create infographics, tools like Canva can actually help you. If you're looking to make video snippets, using the pro version of CapCut or even Headliner can help you to achieve this. Also, I'd like to advise you to also schedule and plan ahead your repurposed content. While I know that you can want to use this on your rainy days and days of creative block, but you can actually also schedule and plan ahead your repurposing. This way, you're able to make use of all of your strategies and it gets better that way. Finally, final tip that I would like to add is that I need you to also know that you need to track and monitor the progress of your repurposed content. Just because what you repurposed was an high performing content does not mean it will automatically perform well on this new platform. So you also need to track and monitor so you know if this platform is actually working well for your repurposed content, if there are things that you need to change, if there are things you need to do better, this is the time for you to know that. So don't just post the repurposed content and believe that because it did well before, it's going to do well again. No, you need to track and you need to monitor. And that is a wrap on today's video. I really do hope that you found value in this video. If you did find value in this video, you know what to do. Please do well to share this video to everyone in the marketing community, and most importantly, everyone that you know needs to see this video. I hope that with this video you've been able to understand what repurposing your content really means and how you can do that. And also, I hope you're now aware of the huge benefits that lies in repurposing your content. Till I see you in the next video. Oh, just before that, if you are yet to subscribe to this channel, come on, help me. Please do well to subscribe to this YouTube channel and don't forget to ring the notification bells because I always have videos every now and then. Till I see you in the next video, do have a wonderful week and happy marketing. Bye.